Good afternoon, everybody. Um, we are spilling the tea today on women's hormonal awareness. Um, guess I am going to tell you a little bit about my journey to this tea. It was an emotional journey. When I was 28, I started getting sick, and it took about a good year and a half before they figured out, going to one doctor after another, telling me I was crazy, telling me it was part of PMS. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. Um, I was, yeah, pill searching when I just wanted an answer. Long story short, they ended up doing just a scope, going to go in and look around um, through my belly button, and they found endometriosis and stage 3 cancer in my uterus. And when I woke up, instead of having just an exploratory surgery, I had they had cut me hip to hip, and basically that was my journey through menopause, early menopause, surgically induced menopause. This so-called endometriosis that supposedly you are born with. It is passed down through your maternal. I have a hard time believing that. I was raised a completely natural diet. This endometriosis did not manifest in me until I started eating out of the grocery stores. This is my opinion, completely my opinion, my life story, my journey, my hormonal journey, my medical journey. Um, anyways, after they took my ovaries, or my uterus, they left my ovaries because my surgeon told me that they didn't want to take them because I was way too young, and failed to tell me that endometriosis feeds off of estrogen, how I understand it. So with my ovaries still being there, I was still feeding the endometriosis. I didn't change my diet. I didn't even think about it coming from the grocery stores, because back then, I mean, this was 20 years ago, we trusted our government, we trusted our food companies and our doctors and our pharmaceutical bullshit, excuse my language. We trusted that. I trusted that. Even though I was raised all natural, I was a child. I thought my mom was full of crap. I thought my grandma was full of crap. Everybody I talked to told me that those were weeds, and nobody. As a young adult, I walked away from nature and the nature pathway, and I learned a lot going through what I went through. And well, anyways, long story short, I went into menopause, and my hormones were absolutely nuts. And as soon as I was cleared of the cancer and my ovaries, and I was feeling better, I decided to be proactive and went to medical school. I got my certification in medical assistant. No, I'm not a doctor. I went to go be a nurse, but being raised the way I was, I have never been immunized. I was not immunized. They did a tighter blood, and yeah, basically I am free of immunizations. Thank God. Thank God now. I mean, I was so mad at my mom. I was so mad at my mom because I wanted to be a nurse so bad. But now I'm glad. I'm glad I'm glad I don't have them. I really am. The more I learn. Anyways. Okay. Anyways. Um, yeah, after I went through all that and my hormones went, I mean, lack of hormones, I went to medical school because I wanted to learn what was going on with my body. I never wanted to walk into a doctor's office and not know what the hell I was talking about. I wanted to be proactive in my life, in my health, and in my body, and how our systems work. Um, well, long story short, shout out to Miss Jane. I loved her, my teacher, and all the girls. I walked away from it. I went home crying every day because I was not helping people. I was taking their money and sending them out the door with drugs. I felt like the biggest drug dealer, but legal in my life. All I did was deal drugs, pump, injections, prescriptions. No real life. I mean, no real life anything. I didn't teach. Yeah, I wasn't helping. People kept coming back. Just, I mean, I felt like it was a roller coaster, like what I went through, and there was no getting off. So I walked away. I walked away from my career. COVID hit. Um, they started push. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting journey through to this tea. But anyways, let's get into this. Let me get my notes here because sometimes it's hard to keep track of what each one does because a lot of times, like ginger, like a lot of times these herbs, these God's gift, they have two or three different medicinal values that work on different things. So this is what these do. And I call this my backwoods balance. It is a hormonal harmony. So all my little chickadees from puberty to menopause and after, because I'm now, I'll have a hot flash once in a while. This, I don't know if it's this keeping it under control, but I will tell you that this got it under control, and I've been drinking it for years, and um, it was my lifeline. It still is. Hormonal balance, and this is what it does. Okay, we have raspberry leaf and blackberry leaf. This is red raspberry leaf and blackberry leaf. These are good for your uterine toning, pregnancy, labor, tissue tightening, and it is very high in A, C, and E. So basically, after you have a baby, it will help tone that uterine right back up to where it used to be. I wasn't drinking this before when I got pregnant or before my pregnancy, so I can't ascertain to that. And anytime you are changing or doing anything when you're pregnant or want to be pregnant or trying to be pregnant, always consult your doctor. I mean, we got to put that in there, consult your doctor, because I'm not an expert in all this, and I'm not a pediatrician. Anyways, always consult your physicians. Always make your own informed decisions in your life. Get all aspects of choices. Ask everybody who might have an opinion and make your own opinion on these things. This is my opinion. This is what has helped me in my life. I'm not telling you if it'll help you or not, but I'm just telling you that this is a game changer for any hormonal problems. Okay, that being said, uterine toning, labor, after labor, it helps with tissue tightening, A, C, and E, good stuff. Blackberry leaf, oh, that was the red raspberry leaf. Blackberry leaf, cramps, uterine wall, and relaxes the muscles. So when you are cramping up, it relaxes those muscles and it helps with the pain. It helps with the cramping. All right, and this is a mix. This is not my mix. but this is a beautiful mix. I could never put this mix together, but this is my power punch right here. This is the power punch in this tea. And if you notice, it turns your water purple. It is beautiful, and that purple comes from that flower. And that flower is shatavari. I might be saying it wrong. I've never heard anybody actually say that word, but shatavari. It is cooling menopausal symptoms. It is your phytoestrogens. Look that word up. It helps with hot flashes. It regulates your body temperature. So like me, if you have a broken temperature gauge, it helps with your temperature. And same with the ginger over here. It's warming. It will, if you're cold, it will warm you up. All right. And then in here you have your chasteberry. That helps and packs another punch. That is your rebalancing of hormones. It regulates your emotional stability. That's important, guys. Guys, listen here. Don't go get them no Advil or whatever. Whatever it's been so long. Whatever you get your woman, the pill thing from the store to help with her emotional stability and her cramps. This is a better option for you. I'm just saying. You bring her a cup of tea, and she ain't gonna throw it back at you, especially my tea, because it's yummy. Anyways, chasteberry, rebalancing of hormones, regulates your emotional stability. All right, here is I have cantaloupe. This is fresh cantaloupe. I cut it up. Organic, everything is organic, washed, organic, cut, dehydrated, and put in my package. Cantaloupe has your vitamin A and your omega-6s. It helps with your skin. So that hormonal acne, it'll help with that. And and then your vitamin C and collagen and rose hips. I am missing my purple clover. Let me grab my purple clover. All right. And then I have your purple clover. That was freshly picked last week with blue. And your purple clover, it is another power-packed one. It has your phytoestrogens, it helps with your hot flashes, your night sweats, your bone protection, skin acne, lymphatic system. Oh, your lymphatic system is very important to keep healthy. That helps with your immune system. Your lymphatic system is in your neck, in your chest, in your spleen, and in your groin area. It cleans your system of any, like if you have fluid retention, it's because your lymphatic system is not moving that fluid out of your body into your bloodstream. Lymphatic system is very important to keep healthy, and your purple clover is a powerhouse for that. And hot flashes and night sweats, it works right along there with your shatavari. All right, guys, I think lemon balm is in this one. It helps with your cortisol and your thyroid system. That is also important. All right, let's get into this. In every tea bag, I will be putting in a tablespoon of the good stuff. This is your powerhouse right here. And all this stuff works right along with that. Put in a little ginger. Put in some of your cantaloupe and your raspberry and blackberry leaves. Yes. And like I said, these teas, you can steep them up to 3 times, if not more. Because I pack them full. I pack them full of good stuff. And that right there, my friends, is your journey to hormonal happiness. You don't have to take my word for it. Try my product and see for yourself. If if you're going into menopause, if you're in the swings of menopause and you're not sure if you want to do something different rather than go on estrogen or their hormone patch or hormone gel, um, you just wanted a more natural alternative, this tea is for you. If you have a daughter that will be going into her happy teen life, um, if you want to have a happier life with her, I suggest you get this tea. It's yummy. It's beautiful. I mean, it's naturally colored. Nobody's gonna know that she's drinking herbal tea for her hormones when you drink this. It's beautiful over ice. I prefer it over ice. Um, if you are if you have really tough or really tough PMS, premenstrual, this tea is for you. I'm telling you, I can't rave enough about how much this tea helps with everything hormonal, women's hormones. But it will also help men. Also, I'm telling you, don't go and get the chocolate and stuff. This will help her more than you know, and it will help you in many more ways than you understand. And it's beautiful. And I mean, just say, here, baby, I got you some tea. I guarantee you the reception will be much more appreciated. Anyways, you guys, this is Backwoods Botanical, and I hope you enjoy learning a little bit about things, learning a little bit about, your body while we're doing it. I'm not no expert. Like I said, I was raised in a tent. All the education that I have has been self-taught and things that I was interested in, and some things I've walked away from, and some things I haven't. God gave us all the fruits and all the plants and all the seeds on this earth, and we shouldn't be scared of it. We should not be scared to use what God gave us. Anyways, I hope this helps. I hope you buy my products. I hope you love my products. This is Backwoods Botanicals with Blue. You have a good afternoon, and we will be seeing and talking to you later.